Well, if you are living in the USA, you might be aware of Temu.
Temu, a once little-known Chinese app that has become ultra-popular in just a matter of months.
Temu is owned by a Chinese company.
If you've ever shopped online, you've probably come across Temu.
This new website, Temu, I can't tell you how many people I've seen raving about the cheap tech you can get on this site. It's cheaper than Amazon, it's cheaper than Wish.
The word is spreading that Temu is quickly becoming the fastest growing shopping app in the USA, even beating Amazon, Wish, and Alibaba as their competitors. But how did Temu grow so quickly? Why does Temu have such low prices? And one big question, how did Temu make money? Well, here's the thing, there's two sides to Temu's story. There's the side Temu used to tell, and then there's the truth. In this video, we are going to cover the whole journey of Temu.
If you have downloaded the shopping app Temu, delete it now.
Temu launched in the US in September 2022 and quickly became popular across the country. But where did Temu come from? Well, it's backed by Pinduoduo, a company from China with the same business model as Temu. When Pinduoduo launched in China, it quickly became a huge success, becoming one of the top shopping platforms and even overtaking big names like Alibaba. However, Pinduoduo wanted to enter the international market, but there was one problem. The average American wasn't familiar with other Chinese apps like Alibaba or AliExpress. So they came up with a plan. Instead of launching the same Chinese app Pinduoduo, they created another app similar to Amazon to better connect with Western customers, which is today known as Temu. But launching wasn't enough. They had to come up with a deal for US customers that they couldn't refuse. So they went all out and spent billions on advertising. After all, no one would shop from Temu if they didn't know it existed. As a result, Temu put their ads everywhere, spending $2 billion on Facebook and Instagram alone.
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
When you spend $2 billion just on ads, it's pretty much guaranteed that everyone will see them. Even though people got tired of seeing Temu ads everywhere, in the end, it worked for Temu. It made people curious and gave them the urge to download the app. And there, after thanks to Temu's great offers, like $100 off a $300 purchase or free money, customers couldn't refuse. With deals like these, when everyone is getting free stuff, it's no surprise Temu got so many people to try their app. Temu didn't stop there. They also used another clever strategy. They researched what American customers wanted most and found out that at the time, a Nintendo Switch was in high demand. So they bought not just a few, but 10,000 legitimate Nintendo Switches. Instead of giving them away for free, they listed them at a very low price on Temu. This made people come to the app to grab the deal. If they had given the Switches away directly, people might not have been as interested in checking out Temu. However, people had a lot of questions at first. Why are they selling at such a low price? Why such a huge discount? Is this a scam, or are the products stolen or fake? And these are all natural questions about Temu. Let's understand this. Let's say 99% of people saw the deal and ignored it, but 1% thought it looks like a scam, but it's only $7. If I get it, great. If not, I'll just lose $7. That 1% decided to take a bet. Luckily for them, the product they received turned out to be genuine, not a scam. This only happened with the first few hundred people, and soon it became a headline and spread all over social media.
I love Temu. They have everything you could ever need.
I love Temu.
Temu got endless praise, and that's exactly what they wanted. They knew that once they built a positive social media presence, 99% of the people who ignored them earlier would come back and check it out at least once. This was a great strategy by Temu, and it worked really well. They quickly gained millions of users overnight. However, when people visited the site, they didn't see the $7 deal every day, but they did find other items at prices much lower than Amazon's. For example, smartwatch for just $15 or wireless headphones for just $13. It seems like an amazing deal, but there's a darker side behind it, which we'll get to that later. From the beginning, Temu's main goal was to attract people to their platform with incredibly low prices, so they'd keep coming back for more. Once people got hooked on their platform, that's when they introduced another shady strategy known as gamified shopping.
After you open Temu, the first option over here where it says win $200 spin to win. If I click on it, it's going to take me to this page. I can click on spin and it'll spin, and it's going to show me how much money I earned, just like this. So I just got a $200 jackpot, which means I got $200 worth of coupon code. I can click on get now.
With low prices, they made shopping feel like a game. They wanted shopping on Temu to feel like scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, and it worked. In the end, people often realized they'd spent more money and bought things they didn't need, which made more money for Temu. Temu also created a sense of urgency by using timers and countdowns to make customers feel like the deals were about to end. It's similar to how slot machines use sounds and lights to keep players excited and engaged. But that wasn't enough for Temu. They wanted even more users on their platform and more attention on their ads. They knew they had a lot of younger users, and it was time to bring older people onto the platform and get them addicted. Temu was already making money from a younger audience, but they were aiming for more. They knew that if they could attract an older audience, those over 35 with more spending power, it would help the company grow even faster. This meant they had to do something people couldn't ignore. That's when they decided to advertise on the biggest stage in the world, the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is the biggest TV event of the year with millions tuning in, not just for the game but for the ads too. It's hard to ignore Super Bowl ads with such tempting deals, and Temu knew it was almost guaranteed to bring in new customers by advertising during the event. Super Bowl ads are so expensive that it costs around $7 million for just 30 seconds. But for Temu, this money was nothing. They believed that instead of making just one ad, they should go bigger. Not just 2, but 3 ads, in case any were missed by a person. Temu spent $21 million to make sure people remembered the name while watching the game. The number of people using Temu doubled after the ad went live. Now, Temu is used by everyone, from young people to their parents and even grandparents. Temu sells products to everyone at incredibly low prices. But wait, have you ever thought why Temu is so cheap? Well, there are 2 sides, one which Temu says and one which is the truth. First, look at what Temu says. Temu believes that it is so cheap because they make their product in China, where the cost of production is lower than in other countries. However, Temu also uses a cheaper shipping method called small package shipping. This helps them save on shipping costs and pass those savings to their customers. And there is one more big reason Temu is so cheap. They work directly with suppliers, cutting out the middleman between buyers and sellers. Last year, in 2023, Temu sold $17 billion of goods, but they didn't even see a single dollar profit in their business. In fact, they are making a $30 loss on every order because the company is trying to dominate the US market by offering lower than low prices. They also made a $3 billion loss last year. But if you're losing that much money right from the start, there's probably a darker side going on behind the scenes. Temu is backed by its parent company Pinduoduo, also known as PDD, which recently faced allegations of overworking its employees and putting them in unsafe working conditions. Employees there reportedly work long hours under tough conditions. While these concerns have mostly focused on Pinduoduo, people have also raised questions about how Temu operates and whether similar issues exist behind the scenes. A report by China Labor Watch found that workers at Pinduoduo company were often made to work extremely long hours. They ended up working 380 hours a month, which is over 12 hours every day for a whole month without any days off. Even one of Pinduoduo's employees mentioned that the factory floors are often overcrowded and doesn't have enough facilities for the large number of workers. In fact, there were only 8 toilets available for over 1,000 employees. Not just this, the conditions at some Pinduoduo factories were so tough that workers were under a lot of stress and worried about losing their jobs. One man, feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, ended up killing himself at the factory. Another woman died while working. Both of these deaths happened within 2 weeks. In 2023, US lawmakers warned that there might be a link between Temu and forced labor and child slavery. In fact, there is also a concern about Temu's product quality. It's important to note that Temu operates as an online marketplace similar to Amazon, where third-party sellers list their products. Since Temu isn't directly involved in making the products, there is a chance that potentially dangerous items could appear on its website. However, there is a very high chance that Temu's electronic products are not safe because Temu gets its products from various unbranded manufacturers in China, which helps them keep costs low. As a result, the products they sell may not be as safe as we believe. If you think these controversies end here, think again. Temu is also disliked by its sellers. Temu copies high-selling products and makes their own similar cheap product and lists it on their platform. There are a lot of versions of similar products on Temu, which is clearly violating intellectual property rights. Also, there are a lot of complaints about Temu delivery with inconsistent delivery times. Usually, Temu takes way longer than other platforms. Some customers even didn't get the delivery, and if they do receive it, sometimes the product will be broken or missing parts.
The BBB has received 900 complaints nationwide. Many involve product quality issues, shipping delays, and never receiving items paid for.
Currently, Temu has only a 2.7 rating on Trustpilot, and there are a lot of complaints, most of them about shipments not arriving and refund-related issues. There are a lot of customers who are not happy with Temu, and some even claim that Temu's support staff is horrible. Well, it's not over now. There's one big allegation. Temu has privacy concerns, which means they are leaking your personal data.
The most personal data of any app on the marketplace, and people don't know that they're at risk.
Temu is a China-based company, and there's a very high chance that the company is giving data to the Chinese government. But there's an even bigger problem that many people aren't aware of. While you're scrolling through the Temu app, it's watching everything you do. As soon as you download the app and start shopping, Temu can access everything on your phone. Your photos, private messages, emails, and even what you search online. Temu can see it all.
It's a little weird that a shopping app would need access to your camera or to your microphone or to your photos or to your address book. Those are details that you don't really need to do shopping.
Also, Temu's parent company Pinduoduo was banned by the Play Store last year for similar reasons. When you download Temu, you're basically putting spyware and malware on your phone that collects all your data and watches everything you do. That's why they spend so much on ads and offer deals that seem too good to be true. They don't just make money from what you buy, they make money from your personal information too.
In fact, most apps that you get on the App Store now, the revenue that those apps have is from selling your data.
At the end of the day, Temu is a Chinese company, which means it's ultimately under the control of the Chinese government. If the Chinese government sees Temu as playing a role in weakening American society, they won't let the company fail.
It's also a fact that all Chinese companies, whether they are private or state-owned, they are beholden to the Chinese government. So if the Chinese government wants them to censor, if the Chinese government wants them to survey, they have to do it. They have no choices to not do it.
On top of everything, Temu has already achieved what it really wanted from the start: direct access to you and everything you do. But in the end, I'll leave you with these words.